Thank you very much, Didi. Most respected series director, Professor Hemlata Talesra ji, our source of inspiration, not only for this conference or the communicational uh, activities, but also for our life. Most respected, my seniors like Professor Dasora, Saramma Madam, and others. Friend Wasip, Seema Madam, and my fellow speakers. From the core of my heart, I would like to invite you, welcome you for this auspicious dais so that we can exchange our ideas, we can share our experiences with you, whatever we have experienced there, which is really unique. From the very core of my heart, I would like to thank to Pradip Das, the team manager, the organizer of Discovery India, with whom we felt comfortable, not only comfortable, but we gathered lots of experiences which were our cherished goal. Friends, all the participants, all the intellectuals, and my fellow speakers, we will be speaking on some areas will be left behind. While speaking about Japan, while interacting and sharing with Japan, we will be integrating some ideas which have already been learned by us and are essential for our UN sustainable goals, so that we can do something great for our country. Because this journey was not only it was not confined for merrymaking. It was a journey under our Goodwill Mission 2025, where we four members, Professor Hemlata Talesra, myself, Dr. Pratibha Tiwari, and Dr. Saramma, were deeply involved with the group, although the group consisting of 16 and other 12 members, they were from different part of the nation, associated with many activities related to education, related to development, related to health, related to literature, and so many things. So I can say that it was a not only to get experience or to enjoy, but also to unite ourselves and to learn something, to do something great for this. Now, I would like to request our madam, our source of inspiration, who will be speaking on education system of Japan. Before going to start about the system of education, just I would like to highlight one thing which is very important to know. We started our journey at Hiroshima. We started our journey from Delhi going to Hiroshima. Hiroshima is a city which was destructed by the Americans, and everybody knows that what was the condition. They started a new revival of growth, and they how to become hero from the zero is to be learned from the Japanese. How to work silently, how to work cooperatively, how to work collectively, and start working from I to we must be learned from the Japanese. And education, our when madam will be speaking about education, she will be highlighting many things. And now I would like to request her to present your experience.
Japanese education system is
Madam, you
known for
please.
its high standard and emphasis on discipline and academic achievements. Despite spending less on education than may other developed countries also, Japan has one of the best education system in the world. And Japanese education system knows for the rigorous structure and high academic standards follow a 6-3-3-4 years prime work with compulsory education, spending 9 years elementary and junior high school. Following this, students typically continue to high school and then university. So if you see the status of Japanese education, number one stage is pre-primary education, kindergarten, daycare centers, and centers for early childhood education. And these provides preschool education. Then the second is elementary level, a mandatory 6 years period of primary education for children the age of 6 to 11. And about junior high school, a 3-year lower secondary education covering grades 7 to 9 also compulsory. Then senior high school, a 3-year upper secondary education, not compulsory, but all junior high school graduate continue about higher education. It includes College of Technology, junior colleges, and universities. Universities typically offer 4 years undergraduate schools also available. So there are some key features of Japanese education. Number one is compulsory education. 9 years of education, elementary and junior high school are compulsory and provided free of charge by public and national levels. Second is emphasis on academics. The Japanese education system places a strong emphasis on academic achievement, particularly in subjects like mathematics and science. And third is high school structured curriculum. Highly structured curriculum. Japan has rigorous curriculum with clearly defined learning objectives and subject-specific content. And fourth is holistic development. While academics are important, the system also emphasizes the development of a well-rounded individuals, including ethical and moral values. And fifth is high graduation rates. Japan boasts very high graduation rates, especially the high school level, with over 95% of students graduating. And six is competitive assessment. Admissions. University admissions are highly competitive, requiring students to pass demanding entrance exams. And next is supportive environment. Japanese education emphasizes the importance of students' support with a focus on providing a positive and structured learning environment. And next is the compulsory subjects are Japanese language, Japanese literature, mathematics, social studies, science, music, arts, handicrafts, and physical education. So in Japanese, the summer break for most public elementary and middle school around 6 weeks, starting from July 20th and ending the end of August. So about 40 days summer break. And in the end, I want to speak, while Japanese education system is renowned for its academic vigor and higher performance, this success is often accompanied by substantial stress for both students and teachers because they are always worrying, always trying for best achievements. So thank you very much for giving me the chance. Thank you, Dr. Kishori. Hello, Dr. Kishori. Yeah.
Thank you very much, madam. One thing I would like to add that the why people of Japan are so famous, so developed. This is actually we have experienced by collecting data from few people, those who are residing over there, and I have collected one information. Also, that this has been circulated through their activities. That the children, those who are going to the school, they are other than their coursework, they try to become self-sufficient from the very beginning, and they work with their teachers, they work their own activities, they try to be engaged with their own activities in the schools themselves, and they try to do everything at their own, starting from brooming to placing the materials of the school. And that is the best part, that their teachers, they used to make them self-sufficient, whereas in our country, in the name of corporal punishment, we are not attaching the students, we are not giving stress on the management system of the children's activities, and they are not getting involvement with the process, which have actually made them very self-sufficient. Another thing what I have found from different schools, that the students are practicing how to prepare their learning materials from their home with the help of their parents, which is very rare in our country. So, education in Japan is not only based on the principle of their nation, the need of nation, but also it is made with the involvement of the children from the very beginning. Thank you very much, madam. Now I would like to request Dr. Pratibha Tiwari to highlight on cherry blossom in Japan, which is the best part of Japan to be there. Those who have enjoyed this period can never forget that what is that time. Please, madam, Dr. Pratibha.
Good evening, all members. Dr. Kishori Das, Professor Hemlata, Talesra Madam, Dashora Sir, Vasif Sir, and all other members who are attending the meeting with Dr. Seema as the host. As Dr. Kishori has said, we had a memorable trip to Japan. We had learned so many things after going to Japan that we have brought so many memories with us. We had gone to Japan in the season when the cherry blossom is flourishing at its most. I would like to share one PPT, madam. May I be permitted to share?
Yes, ma'am, please do.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Thank you. I'm so sorry for taking extra time. Cherry blossom is botanically it is known as Prunus cerulata. It is grown in Japan. We had a trip from 27th of March to 8th April. Let me first give credit to our affiliations: UN Sustainable Development Goals, RCEAM, NCEAM, Earth Foundation Institute USA, International Forum for Global Social Justice, Education and Empowerment, World Environment Council, and Srimati KB Dev College of Education, Pilvai, Gujarat. Our acknowledgement from the team goes to Dr. Hemlata Talesra, Director, KB Dev College, Mr. Pradip Das, Discovery of India, Kolkata, who has arranged all our trips, Embassy of Japan in India, Japan Airlines, and Dr. Kishori Das, Dr. Saramma, Chandy, and colleagues other than the core group who participated. Cherry blossom, or also known as sakura, is a native to East Asia. Its wild varieties, Prunus avium and Prunus cerasus, are also found as conjunct. They cross pollinate between these species, Cerulata, cerasus, and avium. It is widely cultivated for its stunning white and pink small flowers. Sometimes they occur in one tree as well. Whites are different, pinks are different, but a conjunct is also there. It has very short blooming period, and the blooming of flowers has a special cultural significance in Japan, as it symbolizes arrival of spring, and it is celebrated throughout Japan. It also symbolizes renewal, beauty, and transformation in life. Some of the photographs I'll show you afterwards. We had a ticket from Japan Airlines on 27th of March. This is the first left hand below. This was the first sakura plant, the sakura tree that we saw. And madam, very happy below the pink colored flower and flower tree, and I am happy with white colored with white dress. The history of sakura goes back to 812, in which Emperor Saga, he organized cherry blossom viewing party in Jishu Shrine in 812. In 1720, it was planted for common people by 8th shogun of the Tokugawa dynasty. The Nara period, which ran from 710 to 794, cherry blossom was already a part of Japanese culture, symbolizing goddess and guardian of Mount Fuji. Heian period 794 to 1185, aristocrats began to appreciate cherry blossom, and from 1603 to 1868, Hanami evolved into a popular event, which is the celebration of occurrence of cherry blossom. And cherry blossom was organizedly planted since 1720. Why cherry blossom was planted? It was to reduce the flooding near rivers, and it was since it was celebrated, the people started celebrating with this tree. So crowds visited places which helped in compacting the soil, thereby preventing the soil erosion and reducing the flooding near rivers. The cultural significance has three main features. The Hanami, which is celebrated as cherry blossom viewing party, where people spread some carpet or that kind of thing below the tree, and they will spread it today, leave it like that. Flowers will shed on their carpets, and next day they will come with their tiffins and all that, enjoy, play, eat. And this is a customary that if I have gone there in the evening, spread my dari over there below the tree, then other person will not sit on it. So in garden, there were 1,000 trees of cherry blossom, and thousands of families were there celebrating cherry blossoms. It symbolizes renewable beauty, and spring season it symbolizes. And the art and literature is also associated with cherry blossom because it has inspired countless work of art, literature, and poetry. The popular spots to see cherry blossom are Eno Park in Tokyo, where thousands of the trees are there. Marurama Park, Kyoto. Kyoto is a stunning, extremely beautiful island. Mount Yoshime in Nara. And
City.
when I saw this cherry blossom plantation, it struck to my mind that we also have in India some very beautiful sites for cherry blossom in Northeast, Himalayan and South India, in Shillong, Meghalaya, Sikkim, Kohima, Nagaland, Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh, this cherry blossom is there. Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand also has the cherry blossom. Bangalore, Karnataka, Kalimpong, West Bengal, Nilgiris, Tamil Nadu, all they have cherry blossom. But it is not celebrated as Japanese celebrate their flowers. But still we can take a line from this country, Japanese country, that we can identify states, we can ask states to identify their flowers, plant those trees in that particular state with a vision of tourism in next 10 to 15 years, and tourist sites can be developed for stunning beauties. Some of the states where such flower plantations can be developed are Jammu and Kashmir. It already has the best tulip garden, like Himachal Pradesh, it can have rhododendron plantation. Uttarakhand can have Brahma Kamal. Uttar Pradesh can have Palash. Haryana can be lotus-rich landscape. Andhra Pradesh can be for water lily. Karnataka can be for lotus. Tamil Nadu can be for glorious lily. West Bengal for jasmine, Bihar for Kachnar, Gujarat for marigold, Rajasthan for Kaner. The takeaway part is that the governments have to declare the state flower, and then the plantation techniques have to be taken in view of um, next decades or next centuries plantation, because once the tree is planted, it remains there for 200 to 250 years. And when these perennial trees are grown, the tourist activity can be generated around this. And it is like Japanese, we can also uh, promote our trees. This is about my presentation. Madam, may I be allowed to unshare it? May I be
Okay, for
allowed?
another 1 or 2 minutes, you can say.
Okay, Madam,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
unsharing this page, and
Yes, yes, yes.
some of the
Yes, you can. You can.
let me rotate, come back to, yes. Madam, some of the
Yeah.
very good photographs also I have about this cherry blossom. In last, if we get time, I would like to share those photographs as well. Thank you, madam.
Okay.
Thank you very much for giving me time.
Okay.
Thank you
So,
very much.
just a minute.
Thank you very much, Dr. Tiwari. Haan.
Yes.
No question answer in between. After presentation, anyone can discuss.
We'll be having our question and answer at the last.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Dr. Tiwari. Here, I would like to add one thing, that cherry blossom or the sakura is just not a celebration over there. While going through the religious and cultural practices of Japan, I was going through some activities of them, that it is a culture they have started celebrating from 6th century, because they are having different type of religions, and mainly one thing, Shinto, which is the most important, the indigenous religion of Japan, uh, whose percentage is 48.5%, and Buddhism followed by 46.3%,
Pratibha ma'am,
Christianity
kindly put your mic.
1.5%, hello, uh,
Continue, ma'am. Continue.
1.5%, and others, the total, uh, they used to practice this Sakura as a life of them, without wasting their time. They don't take leave during Sakura. It is the most beautiful part, most important part, that they enjoy their life, but they don't miss their work. They don't take leave. That is the best part. What happens to India when, or our other countries, when we are celebrating the national days, we take leave, or the entire day is waste, just a waste, and we are celebrating in many ways. But the people, what they do, they used to come for celebration after completion of their own regular work. That is the best part. Even the students, after their school, they used to come through the school authorities. And Shinto, the indigenous group, and Buddhist, and jointly they practice their religious practices. About 70 to 80% of the population of Japan, they follow both the religion. They follow the principle of Buddhism, like meditation and all those things, and they worship the deities and other natures and other things like the Shintos, and they keep a balance between the two. They don't say that I am a Buddhist, and they don't say that I am a Shinto. And they worship nature. And this cherry blossom is a part of worshipping their nature in such a way that nobody can toss the flower or pull the flower. A single part of the flower can be tossed. If somebody will be caught, he or she will be penalized by the government. And it is the best part, that how to preserve this flower is very important. It is for a period of 1 or 2 weeks, but that 1 or 2 week period gives them a total integrity, harmonious milestones to their lifestyle. That's why this Sakura is ever celebrated by them. And friends, Japan trip without Sakura or cherry blossom is just a waste, I can say. Everyone should visit Japan and learn how to celebrate Sakura, is a must. And now I would like to request our Madam Saramma to please share her uh, ideas on scientific temperament of Japanese. Madam Saramma, Dr. Saramma, please.
Good evening, everybody. Respected Hemlata madam.
Dr. Saramma,
Yes. Yes. Can you hear
Come
me?
near
you
to
please
mic,
share your
madam.
experience.
Can you hear me, madam?
Yes, now.
You can hear?
Yes, little bit.
Little bit.
Yes, little bit.
Hello. Good evening.
Yes, now it's okay.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Good evening, everybody. All academic excellencies, respected Hemlata madam, and all who are in our online session. We were fortunate to visit Japan country from March 27 to April 7. It was a really great time. Japan is a small country. While I am speaking, before coming to scientific temperament, I will just speak a little bit about Japan. Japan is a small country of only size 1/9 size of India. That is such a small country. It is equal to like our West Bengal and Maharashtra. The population of India is 1.3 billion, whereas of Japan 123 million. So we get an idea that Japan with less population and the country also small. Yes, that means we have nearly 10 times greater population. Now thinking about Japan, the development index very high, global innovation ranking top, and research and development status of Japan, they are spending a lot of money for research and development for getting good ideas compared to India. In all these scales, Japan is in very high level. Now, about the urban percentage, I am telling little bit of Japan because then I will come to the scientific temperament. Now the urban in India, 36% is urban area. Think that India has very high population, but only 36% is urban area, whereas Japan with lesser population and small country, 91% is urban area. So they are very top level in their all progress in the advancement. And as a result, among the great countries, Japan's rank is 7. Japan is G7, whereas India is G20. We are ashamed of that as Indians. And we know that more than 60% of our youth are having age group below 25 and above. Youth, very high population. Yet our position G20. We have good brains, everything. Now where are we lacking behind? That is the question. Now I am coming to scientific temperament. Before that, but one thing we have to say, our country is rich in tradition and culture. That is a very important fact. And also, they are giving more for human values. We also giving more values, but not incorporating it in the students from the young age. And there is a term, this is a very important term, that is Kaizen, K-A-I-Z-E-N. Kaizen is a philosophy of continuous learning. It can be compared to our lifelong learning, but we use the term. So there, this philosophy Kaizen is they are adopting in all sections so that the continuity of learning is going on and on. Now I am coming to scientific development. Now what is scientific temperament? It's a question. As a teacher educator, as an educator of past 40 years, I very firmly confirmed that teachers, educators, teacher educators, they all think that it is, many of them, they think scientific temperament should be only for those who are learning science. No, absolutely no. For the progress, for the development, and for innovation, innovative activities, scientific temperament should be for each and every individual of the country, of the universe. So scientific temper implementation. Now compared to coming to Japan. First I will say what is scientific temperament. It is an attitude of logical and rational thinking. Think about today's education system, even in our NEP 2020. There also the education, they say skill development, innovative ideas. These are not by few students. Innovative ideas in any area can be developed only if the child has, or if the individual has that attitude of scientific temper, that is the attitude of logical thinking, logical and natural thinking. Then evidence-based, second point, the evidence-based reasoning. What is that? Critical thinking, open-mindedness, and all blind faith should be wiped off. Many things we hear, but are we asking for its statistical proof, research background? No. We are accepting it. The research background should be studied properly, and accordingly, we have to accept the facts. We encourage students in observation, experimentation, and conclusion. That is very, very important. Even parents at home, kitchen is a laboratory. One pickle thing will be all spoiled, but analyze what is the reason. What are the fungus growing on in that? So the role of parents in developing scientific temper, not only of teachers, not also of the societal members. In the global level, everyone must see that the students should learn things by observation and experimentation and making their own conclusion, only then accept a fact as fact. Then curiosity development, very important among scientific temper. Develop curiosity, rational thinking, objectivity, and skepticism. What is that? Blind acceptance of things should be removed, and also openness to change. What has to be changed? When somebody says change is even for a student also. Teacher, if she says change, but the student should have the curiosity to ask why, how, and then accordingly make the change. So based on research only, things has to be, the facts has to be accepted, and that is one very important factor of scientific temper. Even in our Indian Constitution, scientific temper is focused in Article 51A. So scientific temper, what I want to conclude, so it is our duty to convey citizens to develop scientific temper. Whose duty? Teachers, teacher educators, parents, societal members. Society also has a responsibility to bring youth to the level how they are expecting. And only then our country can improve. So all this is what is called scientific temper. This has to be developed in each and every child, whether he is studying science or not. Science or maths or history or geography. And cherry blossom, so many scientific terms you have used. All these can be are part and parcel of scientific temperament. Now I am coming to the education system of Japan. Madam has already mentioned about, but I wanted to associate with scientific temperament. Japan education system is known for the quality academic standard. Quality academic standard they have. What does it mean? Discipline, high academic standard, interrelationship, cooperation, all this to be incorporated in the young age, insisting on moral development. We are also doing moral development in our schools, one period, moral science period. But this is all theoretically only going on, not in action. That then harmony in group. Now recently also we have seen many new students among the group fighting, and then somebody got injured, somebody died. These habits and all to be developed in the formative age of the child, holding all responsibilities in the young age. Yes, now Madam told no that they are only cleaning their toilet and they are cleaning the classroom. All these to be developed because there is stress on the child that every labor is to be honored. Then through our tour guide, I collected some information because our tour guide had 3 children and he said one is in 3rd standard. When I going on asking, one is in 4th standard. So I asked him what are the type of sports activities their school is going on taking. And he said he told me different types of activities. And as Hemlata madam said, that first kindergarten, then elementary school, then junior college, then high school, and then university. She told how many years, 17. What I want to tell is, first and second standard, they have no science. But what they have, all the activities they are doing, through that activities, the teachers are inbuilding or incorporating scientific attitude in the child. Don't forget, I told already what is scientific attitude. Experimentation, observation, taking your own conclusion, and innovative idea development. So questioning, that questioning ability is incorporating in the child when they are even through small sports and games. We had an experience when we went to the park. There was a family sitting on the bench. I sat with them for some time. They have 3 children, and they were playing with the ball, and they played with me also. I said, you throw to me, and the cooperation. That is what I have seen. They are very cooperative. There is no argument. If ball is thrown this side or that side, very softly, very cooperative, a human way, they are going and they are playing. So what we have to think is, science should not be learned as a science in small class, but scientific attitude can be developed through the teacher educators or parents. They can incorporate through various activities or actions. So in school subject, till from 3rd grade, that is 8 to 9 years, they develop little science teaching. Early classes, science teaching. There is no science teaching, but through games, sports, and various activities they are doing, they are incorporating science in their to the student. No formal subject is teaching in small class. Now about main features. Uniform curriculum that madam has explained. All throughout Japan, they have uniform curriculum, and 3 terms that also madam has told: spring vacation, then summer vacation, and winter vacation. And when we were there, they had one vacation time, and that time they came to this big ground and they are playing. Parents are also taking so much importance to give them that inspiration of scientific temperament to the students. Teachers also bringing game, and that also they are the big ground is near the cherry blossom group of trees they are doing. And emphasis on moral education, values, manners, and social response. When I said we are going, those small children in
Make
the park.
Make it short, madam.
That small children on the park very nicely cooperating.
Madam, come to the conclusion.
Conclusion I am coming. They are very softly telling.
Come to the conclusion, madam.
Come to the. They are telling me to see it off. So overall, though they are not teaching science in the elementary level, scientific temperament, they are incorporating among children in the early age. And we too must develop that scientific temperament in our school level, from the primary level, and it is very well told in paper through NEP. But how much we are incorporating it in our education system, that is a big question, and it is the responsibility of all of us. And that only will focus on SDG, Sustainable Development Goal 4, education concentration. For that, scientific development among the young generation is a must, and it has to be taken forward. Thank you very much for giving me this time.
Thank you very much, madam, for your beautiful presentation. Here I would like to share that Japan is a country where there is a combination of both cultural and scientific development. Spirituality, cultural diversity, and scientificity, they combine together. That's why these people, they do have tolerance, they do have cooperation, and they are having a very strong family bond, and they are deep rooted to their culture. They are deep rooted in a blend of both Hinduism and Buddhism, and they emphasize on the harmony, respect, and importance of nature. Altogether, they not only develop a scientific world, but also they give priority to the family relationship. Family ties are very strong, and they give stress on respect to the elders. Traditional family structure is one of the very important part of Japan, and they try to live in unity and cooperation, and they practice all those things not only for their family, they practice all those things for their own society and for their nation. That's why they are found to be very sacrificing, they are very tolerative, and at the same time they give stress on social harmony, because the social without social harmony, no country can develop, and their interpersonal relationship and maintaining a peaceful and cooperative enrollment in the society is found to be very strong. And what we have observed, that people are very honest, they don't believe in falsehood, they don't face problem due to lack of falsehood, and they believe in their own work. That is the best part, which is to be followed by every individual of the globe. And another thing, friends, nobody can believe that while visiting the shops, we have seen many shops are there, and the shops are even open in the night without lock. Only one seeds or one crops was found to be covered in the materials, and nobody was there to take a steal a single item. This was the best part, because from the very beginning the children are they are allowed to learn about simplicity, honesty, cooperation, non-stealing activities, nationalism, and spirituality is injected in their life, that they are to love their country, they are to love the humanity, they are to love the nature. That's why they don't dare to damage the nature. They love water, they love forest, they love flower, and so many things which have already been observed by us. We started in Hiroshima, then we went to Miyazima, Osaka, Oshakana, Kyoto, then our Fuji, and so many places. There is some lack of time to tell you, share all those things within a span of 2 or 3 minutes. So everywhere we have seen the same thing, that people are very, very polite, well dressed, well maintained. They are well maintained. They are not. They were not using any harsh language like so many countries. Even the people, I have faced one problem, that Chinese, those who are residing over there, they were misbehaving. But the Japanese, they are so beautiful. Their behavior is so honest, courteous. You cannot believe. Simple living is their funda, high thinking is their funda, and practicing scientific and making a scientific environment in a culture-based society is very difficult. And at the same time, injecting that spiritual activities, that at this they are praying their God, they are praying their elders, and at the same time they are inventing scientific things. This is a beautiful blend, excellent blend of life which is required in the present day. Friends, there are so many things to say. I'd like to request our Professor Talesra that we should publish one write-off, that we should divide into many parts and we should share all those things in the form of writing so that we will not be confined to certain words. We'll express everything, and it will be a guidebook for others also. And I would like to once again request to the members, the participants of our group, that we should plan to go on a tour under the auspices of our goodwill mission once again during cherry blossom, so that others will also be able to experience all those things.